Hello everybody, all you miniatures lovers on the interwebs. I'm Dakiot. It's a Monday. It's the 21st of March, 2022, and I'm here to ramble about my miniature painting. And on this makeshift table, maybe this a little bit too confusing. I'll put something plainer under the miniatures next time. It's an experiment, bear with me. This is the crop of finished minis, and it's much more impressive than the previous weeks, isn't it? It's all Reaper minis. The ones in front here are metal, older metal sculpts. You can tell because I put them on their own bases. They got a little scuffed, but this one, I can put some more paint on it, don't worry. And the ones in the back are bones. Plastic minis from the Brinewind set of the Bones 5 Kickstarter. They're all village folk or sailors or pirates, and the ones in the front are the same. We have a pirate here, we have a couple of village folk, the lady with a goose and a golden egg, a fisherman who's caught a fish that was eaten by a bigger fish, that was eaten by a bigger fish, but was eaten by a bigger fish, and we have some sort of lady with a dagger, and this little sea creature came in the same blister with her, so it's her pet somehow. They turned out okay. They look all right from a distance. When you look at the close-up pictures at the end of the video, you'll see all the little imperfections and mistakes, but most people will not notice when they're just on the gaming table. Anyway, with this, I've finally gotten back into the black for this year. I have more painted than purchased. And as mentioned, I'm going to do my damnedest to keep it that way. And in fact, get ahead a little bit. My goal for the year is to paint at least 200 more than I purchase. And I've got a ways to go until that. But if I can keep myself from buying stuff, if I can completely keep myself from buying new stuff, I will easily reach that goal. I mean, just judging by how much I've painted previous years. So we'll see. And the reason I say 200 is that I'm currently about 150 or so in the red, as in I've been keeping track since I started this channel of how much I buy and how much I paint, and I'm currently at, over that, what is it, 5, 6, 7 years period, I forget, I'm at more purchased, about 150 more purchased than painted, which is bad. I want to get all the red out of my ledger, so to speak. After that, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure how many minis I had when I started. I already had a pile of unpainted stuff that I did not count, so I'm not sure where that is. But maybe we can start to see the bottom of the barrel by the end of this year. Anyway, I've been rambling for a while. Let's move on to the paint table. So what's currently being worked on is mostly new, the exception being these little dudes, the halfling pirate and his dodo pet. I don't recall if I've done anything to them since last week, but they weren't finished anyway, so they're still around. And we have new stuff. Here we have some metal Reaper minis. We have a rather big, this is one piece of a metal pirate. He has his own base, so I haven't bothered putting him on another base. This one is big enough and thick enough and sturdy enough. He's looking after something. We have one of the few non-pirate characters this week who is the victim of a bunch of beetles that are eating him alive. Then we have two pirate ladies. Again, these are older metal Reaper models. And my plan is to bring these two, plus these two, the halfling and the dodo, to the game store tonight for the painting evening, and work on the rest at home. Oh, and in the back row we have some more figures from the Brinewind box in the Bones 5 Kickstarter. We have this strange oyster with a face in it. We have 2 cat people, and we have 3 otter people. Like I said, these are all bones. This spear is a little bent. I didn't bother fixing it. I thought, yeah, maybe it'll stay that way. No, it'll probably bend again. So this one's kind of a wizard or a priest or something with a staff. This one is a fighter with a spear. This one, I don't know, some sort of rogue with a big knife and a chest, stealing it away. And this cat person is clearly some sort of pirate, so this one is more of a swashbuckler. Could be a pirate. So, yeah. Mainly humanoid figures this week, with a few exceptions, like the bird and the clam. And, yeah. Let's see if we can knock these out by next week. Well, I put together a little pile of stuff that I thought I might prep for next week. To begin with, I've emptied out the Brinewind box finally. This one, it's empty now. All of these figures have been pulled out. We have 4 kind of weird, I assume it's some sort of undead, some sort of gross underwater zombie things. Or maybe mutated Cthulhuoid creatures. Who knows? We'll see what we make of them. There's 4 of those. There's this model, which is called the Ogre Porter. It's a big ogre pulling a cart, and he has his own base, which is kind of boring and featureless, considering they made a special base for it. They could have put a bit more effort into that, but oh well. Most of it's going to be covered up by the cart and the ogre, so I suppose that's why they didn't bother. It's a lot of pieces, that's why I haven't taken it out of the baggie. But he's for the town of Brinewind, while these are kind of some sort of opposition, I suppose. Then we have these 2 more or less random bones figures that have shown up in some of my latest shipments from Reaper. This was a promo, the Waghalter, which I think that's one of those old-timey synonyms for a thief or a bandit. And the Werebat is one I actually bought because I wanted it. I thought it looked cool. But it's just a random monster. I don't have any particular plans for it. I just felt it needed painting. And then we have some pirate figures. We have Barnabas Frost, the Pirate Lord, who, as I've mentioned before, looks a lot like one of my bones. I think there is a bones model of Barnabas called Barnabas Frost, but he has a hat on him, and I've painted him, I believe. He might look slightly different. Then there's a couple of Elven, Sella Windsprite and Lauren Silversail, elf pirates, both of them. One with just a cutlass, and the other with a hanger or a scimitar or a big chopper of some sort, and a kind of revolver pistol, kind of pepper box. And she's got a monkey on her shoulder. Well, this one has more of a Robin Hood cap than a pirate hat, really. So that's amusing. And the thing is, once I'm done with all of these, I will finally be finished, I believe, unless I've missed something, with all the models I have that have that pirate theme. So, it's been all pirates, nothing but pirates for a long time now. It's gonna feel good to put that behind me and think of something else for a while. Yeah. So, those are the plans. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll get around to prepping all of this, but I'll try. And we'll see in a week. Until then, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so before, comment, and, in general, regard this video with goodwill. And be back here next week. As I said, same day of the week, on Monday, same channel, and same Dakion.
who's now signing off.